I'm back. I hope you can see me. Had to reboot because I wasn't seeing the chat and people were dropping off and I wasn't able to tell what was going on. So it didn't even take 3 minutes. But I will be able to see the chat now, and as soon as we have about 40 people here, we will go ahead and do the guided meditation. But now we can talk. I don't know what's going on. So, you can tell me your thoughts too. Now that the chat is working. I need a production crew. Someday. Let's light a candle. So you heard all that? Did you hear all that? I'll keep that video up. The where I was just kind of talking. And let me know how you doing and what's going on. Warren says, I'm worried about the events going on in Washington. Who isn't? That's why we're here. It's working now, yeah. I don't know what was going on there. But I'll wait until we have about the same amount of people. Yeah, hi. You're here, good. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Don't know. So hopefully you caught the show with Kathy Beale. That was very insightful. Maybe the Republicans will start to act like legislators and really question the executive branch. Yeah, I see that happening. You like the show? Thanks. Yeah, Kathy's great. She's very, very knowledgeable. Yeah. Great. So did you guys, you had trouble connecting? I know. I don't know what was going on with my YouTube. I don't spend a lot of energy trying to figure it out because I'll just drive myself crazy. Yeah, Warren, now you're on the right track. This event may help to break the dam. Something's got to do it, right? I'll report back to Kathy Beale that you really like the show. We'll see if we can do that every other week. Yeah. It said the chat was disabled. Yeah, I probably hit something. No, it wasn't you. Yeah, it was kind of like talking to the wall, but oh well. It's not unusual for me. So, we are in a time that we have got to use our mental, spiritual energy to turn this around. That's what we have to do. That's what we're being called to. Like talking to a teenager. I don't have any teenagers, but I'm sure it's like talking to a wall. I used to teach teenagers. So let's take this as a divine privilege that we have been called. We've been called. Hello again. We've been called to hold a space for love and light and healing. So I talked on the video that wasn't working properly. I was talking about the Native American story about the little boy who was asking his grandfather which of two wolves would grow to be the bigger wolf, and the grandfather said the one that you feed. Please hit the thumbs up while you're here. I think we might just go into the meditation in just a few minutes after we get up to about around 40 people. And because I think people expected us to have started by now. Let me just ask you all the question. Do you feel that it's an honor to be called during these times? You heard everything on the previous video. Thank you, Barbara, for letting me know. I'll keep it up. Yeah, I'll keep it up. The chat's working now, yes. I must have hit a wrong button. Won't be the first time I've done that. Does anybody feel good about having been incarnated into these times? Your soul chose to come here during these times, and we all are called to shift the energy. It's easier. Gloria's saying it's tough though. Well, you know, anything that's been really transformative in our lives, you can think of so many things. Anything that led to a major transformation in our lives for the better, in our lives personally and collectively, anything really that made a major shift happen was preceded by a real tough time. A real tough time. You're rather user hostile when it comes to computers. I'm user hostile when it comes to YouTube, but you know, YouTube enables us to be together. So the question is, can you find that it's an honor? Can you find that place in your soul where you feel, see, I'm drumming this up in you, hopefully, where you feel that you are honored to have been called to this very important assignment? Because I really do think that that's going to transform things. David's saying people must see the truth. Yes, and people are starting to see the truth. And you all know that have been with me for years that I've been doing guided meditations for Healed America for over 3 years now, once a week, right? So I can look at it as in one of two ways. I can look at it as, oh, again, we have to meditate again, right? Just spread sunshine. You don't have to try. Rose, just spread sunshine. Don't try. You don't have to try. Just be it. Just saying, it doesn't have to be difficult. You're here to help. Yes. You feel like you're here to help, and right now you feel you're not doing enough. Amanda, I think that I understand that feeling that you're not doing enough. I understand, because I always feel like I need to do more. And then I look at how much I'm doing, I'm like, what, am I crazy? But we can always do more. Remember, you don't remember signing up for this and don't answer calls from unknown numbers? We chose this. We chose this life. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Yeah. I know, but I still feel like I'm not doing enough. And before I tell you a quick story, I want to just let you know that we get into this sort of distorted perception where we look around, we think nobody else is doing the work. You really have to pull yourself back and know that you don't know that nobody else is doing the work. There's a lot of people doing a lot of really good work. Back in 1999, I went to India, and I did what I would call a program that I would call spiritual boot camp. It was really, really difficult. And when I came back and people asked me how it was 8 days of silence, not looking any further than 3 feet around me, because our assignment was to just keep our heads down, chanting Om Namah Shivaya for 1.5 days, all day, and having not great conditions. This was at Isha, and it was at the very beginnings of Isha. So I was in India and I was doing that program, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was really grueling. And then when I got back, people wanted to do it because it was difficult. So I'm just making the point that there's something within us that wants to do things that are difficult. There's something within us that likes to see the result of taking something on that's exceedingly challenging. What are you saying? What did you do when you had to pee? I had to, get permission. I was in India for 5 weeks, and I was at Mahashivratri, which is really, really huge now. Like 1 million people show up, but I sang at Mahashivratri. And you can look that up in the Isha Foundation. But anyway, I was just making the point that it was so difficult. But then I found that people were more interested in doing that program with Sadhguru, which we called him Jaggi at the time, until he changed that more recently. People wanted to do it because it was difficult. You know, why do people, for that matter, why do people climb Mount Everest? You know, it's because it's difficult. And then when you get there, you're like, wow, I did that. So I know that these are challenging times, but don't forget that our souls like a challenge. It feels really good to win. And we need to, in our meditations, to feel ourselves winning. And also to not ignore the good that's happening. The fact, and this recent thing that's happened that is really so horrible, so unable to be hidden, that Jeff Goldberg, I think I have his name right, that reporter that got invited into that chat inadvertently exposed what was going on. How did that happen, right? So I know it's difficult, but look for the nuggets. Look for the nuggets. Awesomeness feels whiny today, no sun today. Sometimes when I go out anyway and do a nice brisk walk in the damp fog, I always do feel better. We like the feeling of having accomplished something that was difficult. Yeah, the journalist, that's a nugget. That's a big nugget. Yes, you're glad he exposed it now. Well, I think that shows that there are people that are going to do the right thing, that are doing the right thing. They're out there. Tomorrow is 60 degrees in Connecticut. Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to that. Miracles are everywhere when you look for them. And so we kind of, I survived the 60s, I can do this too. So we're kind of, we're in a place, Wayne Dyer would say, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? We're in a place where we could look at this differently than, oh, this is so terrible. We can say, and I've mentioned this before, that when I look at how difficult things have been, you know, personally and just, you know, collectively, over the past few years, it's been challenging, you know. But I can honestly say that I've gotten a lot stronger. I've gotten a lot more resilient and a lot stronger, and I've found out how much pressure I can take. Right? I found out how much resilience I can drum up. So let's focus, let's accentuate the positive. So I guess since I had to reboot this, what we'll do is we will start at the 15-minute point. Okay? Your notification bell has been disabled. Well, that's because YouTube doesn't like the truth. It's owned by the oligarchs. We'll get rid of them. I've become more resilient, right? And it's through that kind of challenge that, like, what all the challenges in our lives make us stronger. We have to just be careful not to cave. The dark side wants us to cave. We're not going back. And these are times when we're finding out what darkness needs to be purged. And we're into purging. Please hit the thumbs up before we get started. We have less than a minute left. We're going to go into our meditation now. Starting a little late, but we're doing this. Make sure you're in a comfortable position and that your cats aren't going to be crawling all over you during the meditation. Most people that are viewers of mine have cats. That's why I'm saying that. And your dogs. Okay. Half of a minute. Okay. Yes, Amanda, you're right. You've personally seen me grow. You've definitely seen me grow. It's through the challenges, right? 15 seconds. Yes, 15 seconds. Okay, we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. and hold it, and a longer breath out. And do it again, a deep breath in and hold it. And a longer breath out. Allow your body to become very comfortable and relaxed. At your own pace, the next breath in, hold it. And then a longer breath out. And give yourself permission to be relaxed. Give yourself permission to not clench. Allow your mind to go to different parts of your body that feel clenched. Bringing your attention to that clenching. Just ask that part of your body to relax. Please relax. Give yourself permission to relax. And you can also say to that part of your body that's feeling clenched, all is well. It's safe to relax. And bring your attention to your toes and release any tension in the toes and the soles of the feet and the tops of the feet. Relax your ankles, your calves, feel the palpable sensation of the relaxation happening. The tension being released in the knees and the thighs. Feel the tension leaving. Relax the lower abdomen, the buttocks and hips. Bring your attention to your tailbone and focus on each vertebrae moving up, relaxing each one, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. You can imagine a dot of white light touching each vertebrae, moving all the way up slowly, relaxing each vertebrae, all the way up to the base of the skull. Relax and let go. Feel the relaxation in your stomach and waist area. In your rib cage, the diaphragm that lifts your rib cage up and down. Feel your lungs relax. Your entire back relaxed. Surrender all the energy of the day. Let it go. Feel the heart relax. The upper chest, letting go of all tension. Allow your shoulders to relax. If you need to, you can scrunch your shoulders up and then release them to really let that relaxation in. And allow it to flow into your arms and elbows and wrists and hands and fingers. Feel your neck and your throat relax. All the many muscles in your face and in your scalp relaxed. And now imagine that there's a sun, a bright, brilliant ball of light about 5 feet above the top of your head, shining rays of light upon your entire being. And imagine this light is cleansing and clearing your aura, the energy body that surrounds you, permeating your entire system, flooding it with light. And you feel like you're one with the light. You're dissolved into the light. You're a being of light. And allow this light to be integrated. Be the light. Feel the light. Feel the vibrational frequency in your cells, moving higher and higher into a higher frequency. And now bring your attention to your heart and repeat to yourself these words. I am a powerful being of light. And to yourself, repeat these words. You can say them out loud if you aren't going to disturb anyone. I am a powerful being of light. And really feel yourself as that. I am a very powerful being of light. And now repeat, my thoughts are bright. My thoughts are bright. My thoughts are bright. And follow the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out, slowly and naturally. Imagine yourself as a soul, as an energy being. Be in the awareness that you as a soul in human form are not here by accident. There's a very important reason that you incarnated, perhaps many important reasons. And one is to show up in this moment in history, in human history, and in the history of America, if you're in America or the northern hemisphere or wherever you are. Your soul chose to be here knowing that it would be here during a very pivotal time in human history. Just take a moment and reflect on that this is a very important time. Be in the awareness that you've chosen to be here. Your soul chose to incarnate. No matter what your human thinking might think, no matter how many complaining thoughts that have been present, there's a very important and very enlightened reason that you are here. And as you reflect on this, feel an inner agreement. See if you can feel into that yes, that accepting of the divine assignment to use your energies to heal the darkness that is occurring, to be the agent of change for the highest good. And now feel your energy swirling, not decreasing as you feel light energy leaving your being. You're replenished with more light energy from the sun, so you're never depleted, and you are sending swirling white light energy into the room, onto the street, into the entire city or town that you're in, the entire state that you're in, the entire country that you're in. Feel swirling light that you are the source of, with infinite light continuing to shine down into your being from that sun. Feel your light swirling through the entire country And imagine that it is soothing people who are in pain and discouraged. But it's an infinite light that you don't feel depleted in sending out there. A swirling light flowing like water through the entire nation, lifting up, waking up, helping people to come together in the light, filling them with hope, new possibilities, healing available, this time of change, moving us to a better place. And now imagine that the swirling light is swirling right into Fox News. See your swirling lights in the building of Fox, like water flowing through the building, cleansing all the darkness that you are unaffected by, because you are a high vibrational frequency light that's continually replenished as you send it out into all the networks that have been spewing misinformation, Russian propaganda, and confusing people and gaslighting people. Imagine your light collectively with all the other people envisioning light and healing, moving into the different news agencies, New York City, Washington, D.C., wherever they may be. You don't have to know exactly. Just imagine that white light moving into all of these different organizations that have been filled with darkness, affected by darkness, lies and misinformation from the enemy. Your brand of white light is cleansing that energy. And you can even see people knocked off of their gaslighting game, the anchors, the news people, the hateful people, the people that push divisiveness and hatred, are all being swept up in this light, and they're getting dislodged from their positions, and Fox News falls apart. All the lies implode and they fall apart, and the Newsmax and all the organizations and the people who have been fed Russian misinformation are now swept up in this light that's moving like water through them and causing them to fail. Causing them to fail. And your white light energy moves through all these buildings, causing these fake news organizations to fall flat on their faces and to fail. And now, this infinite light that you are, that you're moving around and you're sending, is in Washington, D.C. It's an infinite light. It can go wherever you direct it, and it just keeps getting replenished, and you're not drained by this. You keep getting more light, the more light that you're visualizing spreading. And it goes right into the White House, and it's flooding the White House. This light is moving into the White House, and everybody who's been lying and corrupt, and all the lines to our enemies have been cut, and they're left confused and feckless and disoriented, and they give up their efforts to destroy America. It is no longer working. And if you like, you can imagine the military stepping in and making arrests as you send that light into the Capitol building. And you can imagine our military going in and making arrests of all the people who have been treasonous, traitors, seditionists to this country, who have been working for the enemy, trying to destroy people. Feel that light moving into the buildings, and feel that light now moving into the Pentagon. This is a cleansing light that moves like water. Always replenished, beautiful light. Everyone who's been working for evil is disoriented. They are becoming powerless. They are powerless. And if you want, you can visualize our military, the United States military, moving in and making the arrests that need to be made to save this country from fascism. And now imagine yourself back into the room where you're sitting and just envisioning what you've just done. And now know from this point forward, that light that you sent out, that infinite light, like liquid light, long after you've completed this meditation, is still doing its work as if on a time release. And now imagine yourself seeing the results of the light that we sent so many times, destroying the darkness, and feel the feeling within you. No doubt is allowed here. No doubt, no skepticism, no sarcasm is present as you feel the feeling of America healed. For now and for all our future generations, America is healed. The world comes together. All damage that's been done has been repaired, and the light has won. And bring your focus now back to your breathing, the gentle sensation of the breath moving in and out. And if you wish, you can make a promise to yourself, if it fits, if you want to, that you'll do this meditation again throughout the week. And I'll count up from 5 to 1 to bring you to an awakened state. I'm going to remind you that even if you're not sitting down formally to do this meditation again, you can still think of it throughout the week. 5, 4, 3, coming up, feeling that faithful feeling. 2, all is well. You can say, my meditations are powerful. And at the count of 1, when you're ready, you can open your eyes or you can continue to meditate. And 1.